What Joe's going to do for you guys is he's going to put his arms out, and you're going to look forward, you're going to pick a spot right there, and you're just going to wiggle your
TJ, hold on, let's turn it up.
Testing. Testing.
That's... I can't get up there. No, I wasn't able to turn it up yet. Hold on.
Okay. This is Kelly Rudolph. She is the lead director for the state of Ohio when it comes to kayaking. She is also my media assistant over here.
It's already up
all
the way.
Okay, yeah, we can roll with that.
Yeah, put it up to your face more.
So what Joe's doing right here is he's disconnecting his upper body from his lower body. So his hips are going to be moving, but your arms are going to be stationary. So hold your arms out like this stuff, that like that, and I'll just wiggle your hips. He's doing right here. He's really disconnecting his hips from his upper body. Notice how he's able to have really good hips. Through rapids, this is going to get you through in and out of eddies. So when you figure out the phase one of the roll, you're comfortable. You can't be not comfortable under the water. You go underwater and you're really stiff, the kayak is not going to roll. The kayak wants to roll, believe me, these are built for this. Alright, so what I'm going to have you do here. Have you demonstrate that. So one of the things I do notice when I'm teaching either a new student or a returning student that doesn't have a good roll, you're going to run into problems such as diving the paddle. You're going to lift your head up. You're going to have your head in the wrong spot, and that's going to do everything but stop the roll. So what I want you to do. All right, so Joe's going to show you something that I see in almost every class that I have with a returning student. Go ahead, Joe. So he's going to go. He's setting up his roll. He's under. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Oh, and he did not get his roll completely there. Oh, no. Nice. Yes. He's doing this on purpose, by the way. He's not actually struggling. Beautiful, Joe. So his main problem right there is his wrists were turned when he went to execute his roll. When you turn your wrists like that, you leave the paddle susceptible to diving in the water. So the paddle blade, especially on whitewater kayaks, they're meant to grab the water. Like really grip it, and that's what pushes your body back up in the upright position. When you rotate your wrists, you dive the paddle, that's where it's going to go. Every time. So when you level it out, you're able to come up as gracefully as you can. Any kind of rotation, even in the middle of it, you want to sweep from here to here. When you dive it, that's all it's going to go. So now, that's what I want you to do now, Joe. So, I want you. Okay, so I'm going to show you the second thing that I see that's most common. When this one is a really good one for new students, every new student that I have has done this at least once, including myself. When I learned to roll, I did this a lot as well. Go ahead, Joe. So Joe's getting ready to roll. He's going to go under. He's got his arms in the right position. Oh, he weighed himself back down. So he's going to try again. Oh, he's struggling so hard, and he's going back over again. He's trying to get himself up. He's really trying hard, but he's having so much difficulty. When his paddle's in the right spot, so what could have went wrong there? So what Joe did there, yeah, exactly, his head. So when you lift your head and you're coming up out of the water, everyone is so excited to come to the water. When they feel air, they're like, I want to breathe, I want to go this way. That movement pulls your entire body back over. It screws up the balance of the boat, the edges, everything goes wrong when you bring that head up, because your head weighs about as much as a bowling ball. So when you bring your head up, it really gets that tension. And you saw him struggling. He's using all of his effort. He's using all of his muscles to pull that boat up. When in reality, a good roll is very finessed. It's very graceful. You want to be able to save your energy for the rapids. That's where you're going to use all your energy. You don't want to use all your energy doing what Joe just did, rolling 3-4 times just to get up, using your arm muscles. It's not true. I'm actually teaching girls is a lot easier to roll than the guys. Main reason, the guys think they have big muscles, they can really push the water up. No, it's the girls that can finesse.
I'm bad muscling through it.
Is all you need. So I'm going to show you right now. We're going to do a real slow, good roll. All that stuff. So now Joe's going to demonstrate the proper technique for a roll, what I look for. And Joe's really good, by the way. He's going to make this look real easy. But we're going to break it down when he comes back up. So go ahead, Joe. Now he's going to everything I've told him. He's going to look up that paddle, look at that. That was more than slow motion. Joe did everything correct there. So engaging your hips is really everything with the roll. Your arm is coming out. I always say to think of it like a clock. When you're upside down, it's really hard to think about what's going on. You want to feel like you're going all different directions, but he's just really graceful, really, really tight with it, really loose. You want to be loose. You don't want to ever be nervous under there, because when you're in good hands and good instruction, we're not going to let you drown. We're not going to let you, get too tired. So now I want you to brace it.
TJ, I don't know if you know this or not, but a good thing to tell people, if they feel like they are getting out of breath and they don't have anything left, release one bubble. Release one bubble. It will give you at 10, 15 seconds of, that you feel like you can last longer.
Right, it is a good point. Kelly just brought that to my attention. If you're struggling and you're having trouble, you're really feeling like you can't take a breath, and this goes, you mean like coming up and taking a breath? No.
I mean release one bubble out of your mouth while you're under the water.
Okay, yes. That's actually a good point. I haven't really noticed that. So you being underwater, you release some air when you're under there to kind of give you that calmness. You're in the water, and then you're going to focus on getting the boat back up. And obviously, if you can't figure it out, your full cord right here will ultimately save your life. Everybody has swam, even the most experienced kayakers have swam every now and then. You never want to try your hardest to stay under there as long as possible. You come up with some bubbles, you don't want to do all that. So always remember, you're okay to swim. No one's going to laugh at you. No one's going to belittle you. If you're a swimmer, we've all been between swims. So now, Joe, I want you to slow down, really get comfortable on your edge there. So this technique usually comes through after you've got your roll down. You start to get real comfortable with the water, and you're going to use that paddle more of like a leverage system, getting yourself up. Yeah, see, Joe's up. He's really comfortable. He's looking where he's going. He knows how much of the boat he needs to give. Come over there.
Have him do it on this side too.
Yeah, over on this side too. So rotate yourself on this side so you can see it again. Joe's going under. He's going to come back up. Yep, he's already up. The boat's not up yet, but he was. So that's all in the hips. When you engage your hips and you're under the water, you can surface yourself and be able to slowly scully yourself back up to a normal position. This is great for sea kayaking, for whitewater kayaking. Just getting comfortable in your boat, regardless, is really what's going to save you in these river situations. So, let's see if we can do it here. Okay, so we're going to show you how important the hips actually are, because I'm taking Joe's paddle away, and he's going to roll. He's going to show you what his upper body can do, just as without a paddle. Paddle's important. Although he crossed his arms, going under, right back up. Very graceful. He's showing how important it is to engage your hips in a situation like that. Hand rolling can be kind of a show-off move here and there. It's not necessary to paddle rivers with your hands. But knowing the same he was paddling and lost his paddle, but he had to get to the next eddy in order to get out. Luckily, Joe knows how to hand paddle and roll himself back up and get to where he needs to go. Let's see.
Huh? Is this one a half hour or an hour? It's 4:17.
Okay. So now I want you to wrap my hands out. Yeah, so just roll first. Get your roll, and then get your paddle. And I'm going to go. Get your hands, and then just push off your hands.
Real quick, just if you want a photo before you do that, I love that idea too. Do you want to do your thing where you fix the paddle?
Yeah.
And I can get a nice photo of that.
Yeah, I'll do that after I do this.
And you're doing this again, right? The roll or the roll?
I think so.
I'm not good at rolling. I could be your roll student, but I could be in there with him, and you can show how you're supposed to do it versus how I do it. I mean,
all right, people are watching at home. That's a great thing. Hello to everybody at home. Everybody who tuned into the live stream, if you're just joining us, this is Joe Frey, Columbus Paddler. My name is TJ. I'm also a Columbus Paddler. And we're doing a roll demonstration here at the Progressive Cleveland Boat Show, showing the importance of self-rescue and all the little things that I look for when I'm teaching students. I'm a new certified roll instructor. I teach at Wright State University. I've had 3 successful students thus far in 2023, and I have 1 sign up already for 2024. So if anybody here in the building would like to learn to roll, I have flyers over on my booth. Please feel free to take one, take a sticker, take a business card, whatever you need to do.
Tell them about your the organization.
Yeah, we operate under Water Safe Ohio. We're a nonprofit based out of Springfield. We also travel. We travel all over Ohio. We're willing to teach in the Cleveland area. If you want me to come to you and teach you in the lake in the summertime, grab a flyer. I'm willing to do that. So, all right, Joe. So now, what I said, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm good. So I'm gonna rescue Joe here. This is very important when I'm teaching a new student and they mess their roll up and they don't want to swim. Swimming is the first thing I teach them. We don't have to go there. Joe knows how to swim, which is good. So he's gonna go under. He's gonna mess his roll up, and I'm gonna come rescue him. I'm gonna show you the importance of word grab and word gloves. So go ahead, Joe. Watch my hands. Going for the roll. He's gonna miss his roll. Perfect. He's gonna let me know when he wants me to come get him. As an instructor, I can't come get him until he's ready. So I got his hands over here. He's gonna come to this side. He's gonna come right up. And I'm gonna say, okay, relax, relax, and then snap back up. Perfect. Perfect. So as an instructor, there's a danger zone when you're teaching kayaking. You never, if a person fails a roll, you never want to come and get them until they're ready to rescue you. As a student, you gotta know, let us know when you're ready. If you're gonna try a second time, this danger zone exists from here to here. If I come over here, I risk myself getting smacked in the face with these fiberglass paddles. It's not comfortable at all. I'm subjecting myself to injury. And I'm going to show you here how I guide out my students. This is going to be interesting with this long boat. But I'm going to try it anyways. So, what you're going to do is you're going to roll, and then I'm going to guide your paddle. I'm going to wiggle you a little bit. I'm going to have to talk a little bit so you're comfortable under there. And then when I go, guide you up and just roll up.
Thank you, ladies, for coming. Bye. Get a hold of me so we can paddle this summer.
He's going to roll under. I'm going to wiggle his paddle, make sure he's comfortable. He's really comfortable. Right there. We're a little stuck. His boat's very long. Perfect. Good job. So what I did there is I was guiding his paddle out. I grabbed his paddle and I wiggled it. I wiggled it to make sure that he was comfortable. Because if I grab a paddle and it's tight, you're real tight under there, you're not going to roll. That's going to be, I'm going to come rescue you. But I wiggle it to make sure that you're comfortable under the water, because that's the most important aspect of rolling back up. You got to be loose with your hips, you got to be loose with your arms, be confident. And I'm going to do it one more time. Do it one more time. Wait for me to bang. I'm going to take my time a little bit. I'm going to push the boat away and then guide you out. Okay? Whenever you're ready. You're good. Whenever you're ready. So we're going to do this one more time. Joe's going to roll over and I'm going to guide him out. Grab his paddle, wiggle it. He's real comfortable. I'm ready. He's ready. Very good. Now, realistically, that's not going to be that slow when I have a new student. A new student's going to be like, ready to roll up right away, which is great. But what I do is I have a hold of the boat here. I have a hold of his paddle here. And when I signal to him, I push the boat away and I guide his paddle out. He rolls off of that blade and he snaps right off of it.
Those guys. Did you see them?
Lead you to learn how
the guys back there.
So Joe, go ahead and just do a couple of regular sweep rolls. I'm just going to talk about it as you do it. So Joe's just going to do his thing here. He's going to do a couple of sweep rolls, show how comfortable he is. Notice his arms come out of the water before he moves the paddle. That's really important to get that surface tension of the water. Go ahead and do it again, Joe. Perfect. Same position's real good. His arms come out. Coming up. You guys stick around. Joe's about to do some cool stuff here. He knows about 100 different rolls, and we're going to get into it. You're going to see some stuff you've never seen before. So Joe, go ahead and do a couple more. Once again, guys, if you want to learn how to roll, feel free to grab a flyer over there at the Water Safe Ohio booth. We're going to be teaching in February and March at Wright State University. You can be like Joe. You can learn 100 different rolls if you'd like to. If rolling's your passion, like it is for him.
Give me his credentials for rolling. His credentials for rolling, he's a Greenland paddler, those kind of things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Joe is more than just a whitewater kayaker. He is a Greenland-style kayaker. You're going to see him here playing around with a Greenland paddle. That's going to be his little key. He's going to show you 5 different hand rolls. He's going to really emphasize how it is to show that rolling is more than just it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be real loose. It can be real finesse. Finesse is the key word with rolls. I'm gonna let him get in pretty soon.
Did you compete in Greenland?
Joe's the future Greenland paddler. He is getting there.
I have a friend that used to compete in Greenland rolling and stuff. You know, they have rolls for everything, which like there's a seal up on the ice or whatever it may be. You know, I thought that was really cool. And then they start their kids in the trees.
Yeah.
You know, yep, or the ropes. Yeah, because there's not really too many trees in the Arctic.
All right, I'm gonna get you your Greenland paddle. Let you start doing some of that fun stuff. I need to get out.
Do you want a shorter boat in there? I can let you into my my volan. My volan is amazing at rolling. Or do you want to stay in a boat that you know?
It don't matter. Maybe
Next time?
yeah.
Talk about the history of paddles real quick, and then pass off the mic, and then you can start demonstrating for just kind of get the history of it, and then pass the mic off real quick, and then choose a really basic, and then pass it off. Do you want my mic to kind of introduce it? You don't have to. Like, what do you?
I can always take, or we can help hand off the mic if you want to use it.
Right here, Joe.
Nope, we can't hear you. It's got to be close to your mouth.
I was gonna start with the skull.
TJ, closer to his mouth.
I was gonna start with a couple skull techniques. I'm gonna start with the side skull, which was skull brace thing.
You can't hear him.
Skull. The side skull comes up on the back neck, and the chest skull will come up on the front neck. So the two different. One, on the back neck, I'm going to be facing up, shoulders and palms. So if I go to the front neck, I want to be facing down, shoulders and palms. So I'm going to go ahead and start on those.
All right, so we have Joe Frey from Columbus. He's actually showing you some different moves with a paddle called the Greenland paddle. And although it may look very thin and very different from the whitewater paddles that we've been showing you, it actually has an equal amount of surface area or more. I'm not sure what even we do, but the surface area is almost the paddle. So he is doing a sculling move, a sculling roll. He's going to come up as he is sculling the paddle. In other words, he's using the tension of the water. He's using that paddle to be the third leg of his stool. And now I think he's going to do a back deck one, and that was still sculling all over.
Hey,
Just
louder. Louder.
sweep roll. Next roll will be a sweep roll. And here he goes, that's a sweep roll. You see the paddle sweep across as he comes up. The next roll is going to be a sea to sea. Now those two rolls are used by all types of whitewater paddlers.
And sea kayakers.
There you go, see, he's in a sea and now in a different sea. So there's two positions.
And sea kayakers.
And sea kayakers. So these rolls are used by both whitewater and sea kayakers. When they flip over, their safest option is to hold themselves back up and called a self-rescue. Okay, the next is going to be a reverse sweep roll. So you noticed, and here he goes.
Very nice.
The paddle went from the back to the front. Joe makes this look really easy, and trust me, it is not easy at all. And especially not to do that many different types of
That was the same roll?
Hey,
I know, but that was the same roll that he just did?
he's also going to do a behind the head sweep roll.
Woohoo!
Okay. Wow,
Good job!
and next, when he's ready, he is going to do behind the head reverse sweep rolls. There's a pattern here. But honestly, this is not easy to do. Look at that. Took a lot of practice to learn all those different kinds of rolls. The next one he's going to do is a rodeo roll. A rodeo roll. That one moved really smooth. Oh, he did another one. 2 in a row. Okay. Next on his list is a back deck roll. Back deck roll. Oops. Finish the roll with a sweep roll. It is not easy to do those rolls. There's the back deck roll to completion all the way through. And one of the things is you not only have to get the boat to roll over, you have to stop it from flipping over again as your momentum brings you up. The next one is the laryngeal roll. Laryngeal roll. I never even heard of that one.
This is one where I use both blades to surface the boat.
In this roll, he uses both blades to surface the boat. And then come up with a low brace. We can talk later about what braces are. A lot of Joe's ability to do these rolls, on top of the fact that he's amazing and he's practiced a lot, is the fact that he's able to keep his composure. And trust me, that is not easy for a human being to do when they are upside down with their head underwater. Okay, the next one is a storm roll. So Joe is going to do a storm roll. That is so smooth. So he's doing it both ways. That's another thing that's difficult, to do your rolls both ways. So we have what we call an onside, which is the side that's easier for you, and then an offside, which is the side that's more difficult for you. His next roll, this has a funky name, it's called the crook of elbow roll.
Oh!
Crook of elbow roll. Good job, that was amazing.
Is
If you got something in your hand, you don't want to drop it, or if your hand gets injured.
So that one's for if you don't want to drop something out of your hand or if your hand gets injured, which that is not that unreasonable. I flipped over one time and actually hyperextended my thumb, my hand went numb, and unlike Joe, I was not able to deal with that, so I had to hop on somebody's raft. But that's really...
he is pretty amazing, isn't he? And did you feel this water?
All right, the next one...
Can I pick her up for a second so she can feel the water and how cold it is? Can I just pick her up so she could feel the water, the temperature? I don't want you to put your whole arm in, okay? But just put your fingers in. It's so cold. So, doing that underwater, and it's that cold.
And if you notice, the thing that makes Joe so good at rolling...
See that outfit?
How
See that outfit he has on? It's called a dry suit. Yeah, it keeps him dry so his body doesn't get wet.
No matter what he's doing with the paddle, he is always using his body in a way that he is using his body and his hips to roll that boat. That's what most of the boat is. Okay, the next roll is the static cruise. Static.
If you get tired, stop.
That's a
lay
lot
down.
of rolling.
You just need to take a break.
He says he's tired, he's taking a break. He's just gonna brace. He's just gonna hang out. He doesn't have to worry about anything. He has such good boat control as far as the balance and using those edges that he can just hang there where he's at, and now he's going to paddle on the back. There he is. He's got that boat sideways and he's still just hanging out. Using his weight, using those edges of the boat, using everything he's got to do. Okay, the next one.
And that name was,
Such a little angel. He's gonna
what was the name of that one?
the last roll was the static
One more roll and we're going.
brace. The static brace.
Okay.
And the next
Watch your
one
toes
is
so you
the
don't fall off.
angel
Thank you,
brace.
honey.
It's like the butterfly but harder. He has to lean forward this time.
Do you know what kind of kayak that is that he's in? That's called a sea kayak or a touring kayak.
So this is
See those, like the black hatches in the front and back?
That position is really gonna be
That is a watertight compartment, so when he flips over, water doesn't get into where those hatches are. And see that black thing around his stomach? That's called a spray skirt. That keeps water from going inside the kayak when he flips over upside down.
upside down a lot of times.
Because if it filled with water, he wouldn't be able to come back up easily, would he?
Be able to roll all these different ways. Next roll is the shotgun roll. Shotgun roll. Uh-oh, somebody's in his line of fire here. Here we go, shotgun roll. Taking that paddle off to the side, and watch, his body is what's really moving the boat. That's what's really making it roll.
Have you ever been in a kayak like that?
No? He
No.
wants to do it again.
Oops, watch your toes. I want you to step. Yep, good job. Thank you. How old are you? 5?
This is not the way
I have a granddaughter. She's
And
6.
that's why he's so good at this, because he practices over and over and over. It's not easy to roll more than a couple times in a row. You have to as many times as he does. Okay, for continuous roll. Okay, he's gonna do the continuous.
Should we? How many times do you think he's gonna roll? He's gonna keep doing it. Guess how many times?
Nice.
1,
Oh, there he goes. Oh, flipped over again. Gotta get it up.
2,
Oh, it flipped over again. Still gotta get it up.
3.
I think he's hitting the edge.
Oh, he hit the edge. So he's gonna try again.
Good.
So right now-
That's really hard to keep going like that. But
I think he's getting tired.
that is
10 would have been a lot, huh?
because your roll doesn't always work the first time. Get away,
So
next
you said, what's the point of all of these?
Yeah, I know about this, but like, what are they trying to do here?
Well, this is the paddling center. We're trying to just educate and show people that
I'm trying to feel like, what are they trying to sell, or what's the...
no, we're not selling anything. We're selling paddling. Okay, there are more paddlecraft registered in Ohio than powerboats.
So you
But-
have to register to,
All kayaks have to be registered in Ohio,
just like a boat?
just like a boat, but it doesn't cost as much. So
Do you have to have like a license to operate it?
no, you don't have to have like the safe boating class or anything like that, but it's really beneficial to take a class.
Right, what is?
Yes. So I am the Ohio State Director for the American Canoe Association. Anybody that teaches kayaking is an ACA certified instructor. So I'm the state director for the ACA. And then I'm also in the Coast Guard Auxiliary in their paddlecraft safety division. And this paddling center was created 3 years ago by Michelle Burke, who is the head of LEMTA, Lake Erie Marine Trade Association. And she wanted to purchase a kayak but didn't know where to start. She's like, well, I run a boat show, you know. It would be great just to get people in here so I can learn about paddling and learn what kind of kayak to get. And then, you know, each year we add more and more to it. So what he's doing with this Greenland paddling is the Inuits actually started paddling hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. Paddling is such a integral part of what they, of their existence, because I mean they hunted everything out of kayaks. They do not have bulkheads in Greenland kayaks. So the bulkhead is like the hatch up front and the hatch in the back. They're watertight compartments that prevent the boat from filling with water. With Greenland boats, even though they're this long, they don't have those bulkheads. So these people had to know how to roll up to be safe.
So why is there a reason why they don't have the side floaters installed to prevent them from tipping over?
Because one, it would take away from your efficiency of paddling. Okay, like you're talking about outriggers or something.
Yeah.
You can go pretty fast in these and go long distance. I mean, I'll go in like 10, 20, sometimes 30 miles in a day. Just make sure you don't fall off there, okay, honey? Thank you.
Or being able to get up if you're injured. All right.
No, you're fine. I just that girl has like.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I keep.
She was like the way she was sitting there with her face. I was trying to get her, but she moved after me.
Okay.
She's fine. I got a couple good ones.
Yeah, he was just asking me questions and stuff, and
Yeah. No, you're good. I just saw like the
yeah.
paddle center would have loved the kid.
I know. The look on her face. That's why I went over and talked to her, because she was.
I got a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, you got me in my onesie.
So just like the back deck roll, he's on the back of the deck instead of the front. So the front of the deck is the bow, the back of the deck is the stern. Now he's going to do a forward finish hand roll. And some of these, TJ's going to help him more because he's tired. This is the first couple rolls here. Forward finish hand roll. So he's actually going to finish forward, put himself in a safer position if it's a real rocky bottom. So as you can imagine, you're going to have to use different strategies if you're on a river that's full of rocks than if you're in an open lake where there is plenty of headwinds. Okay, the next one we got is a fist roll. He's going to do a fist roll. And all these rolls that he's doing without a paddle are very, very difficult. So that's why TJ is helping him as he shows you the strategy that he uses to do the rolls. All right. Next up is the elbow roll. So he doesn't have as much extension with this one. Let's see how it goes.
And to be fair, he's got to be exhausted by now.
Yeah, honestly, this is exhausting. Most of us couldn't do it. But the fact that he's able to show us all these rolls in the proper form, even if he can't make it over, is really important.
Oh,
Okay.
yes! I love it. I love it.
Okay, this is somewhat similar but more fun than the paddle over the boat.
Yeah, no, we need food coloring or something to show that.
So the goal of this, we don't have any food coloring, but the goal of this is you don't want to lose your beer. So when you're paddling, if the boat goes over, it's save the beer. So here we go. Let's see if Joe can save his beer. Oh, there we go, there we go.
Yeah!
Joe.
And
Save.
to be fair, he only lost maybe an eighth of the water.
That was a pretty good roll. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, he didn't lose any that time.
Woo! That one was even better.
He's like, I am out of juice. So just think, if you've got an injury and you need to stabilize your shoulder and you need to use the other arm to do it, yeah, or if you're tangled in a rope, whatever's going on, this is a good one to have if you have it. It's not easy. I can't stress enough how difficult these rolls are. Like 99.9% of the people that paddle cannot do all those rolls or even most of those rolls. A few of those rolls.
I haven't even seen most of these rolls.
Yeah, like Kelly said, we haven't even seen most of these rolls. I happen to have another friend that does a lot of rolls. All right, this is your last one that's on the list. But it's, of course, you save the best for last, right? This is a somersault roll-up.
So I'm gonna swim.
Okay, so yeah, because his bow is, his skirt is undone, he is going to swim. And so for those of you that haven't been over here before, the skirt is what attaches to the boat, keeps the water out. So coming out of the boat, he's somersaulted out. And sometimes you can actually, even though your boat is slumped, sometimes, there you go, you got it. So even though there's water in the boat, which makes it way harder to do anything with the boat, he was able to roll it back up. That is amazing. It really, truly is amazing. Uh-oh, he's going to do it again. Each time he does this, the boat gets more smart.
So we also call this one a reverse wet exit when he went back into the boat with it upside down.
Okay, so Kelly's informed me that they call that a reverse wet exit when you go back into the boat with it upside down.
And if they're injured, they can do that and do a bow rescue, you know, like you do in whitewater, where somebody comes up and gives you assistance.
So the other thing that I've been informed is once you get back in the boat like that, then they can do a bow rescue to put them back up. And that's, the bow rescue is something we do a lot in whitewater. It's where you tee up the bow of one boat with the side of the cockpit. So the cockpit is the hole in the boat and the bow is the front of the boat. And when you do that, the person reaches out, grabs your bow, and pulls himself upright to get their boat in an upright position.
Great job, guys.